What's the proof of being a friend? Correction. Correction. If you say you care about someone, the proof of it will be, I'm not going to let you drive off that cliff. I'm going to warn you. I'm going to correct you. I'm going to pull you aside and say, you know that was wrong, right? You know that was illegal, right? A true friend will say, you should not be doing that. How's your diet going? Are you still doing what you said you would do? How's the process going? That's what a true friend does. Someone who cares about your future more than your present. They care more about your future more than your comfort. Seek people out that care more about your future and your potential more than your present comfort and your, our friendship is so warm and we just compliment each other back and forth, and I like your shirt and I like your handbag and I like your shoes. We go back and forth with all that. But where are we ending up 20 years from now? Will we both be in the same place because neither one of us, cared about our future? We had more friends than we had mentors in our circle. Evaluate your circle. Relationships. Elephant in the room. Relationships. Here's my stance on relationships as far as how I use them in my current life. How I, value relationships, because they are definitely valuable. Man as a whole was not created, created to do life alone. A lot of us are alone. A lot of us are lonely. A lot of us, we don't have that circle around us that kind of helps us get to where we're trying to go, and we help other people get to where they're trying to go. And the reason for that is because we don't have a path. If you find yourself lonely, it's probably due to lack of direction. It's probably due to you're not going anywhere. You're just stagnant. You're sitting in the middle of a pond waiting for somebody to cross your path in the middle of the backwoods. No, if you figure out where you're going, you're going to come across a road. You're going to come across a car. You're going to come across a ranger. You're going to come across something. But if we stand still, waiting for life to happen to us, we'll realize, dang, I am lonely. I don't have anybody in my life. I don't have, a mentor of sorts. So relationships for me, you must have value if you're going to be in my life. You must serve a purpose. You must not just be breathing air in my space. And, we're just cool and we just sit around watching TV all day and talking about sports and eating junk food. That can't be my life. You can't be in my space. You have to serve a purpose. And believe me, everyone in my life serves a purpose. My mom solves emotional problems. She solves, social problems. She solves, mentor problems. She helps guide me. She has helped guide me my entire life. My boy Mike down in Texas, he solves social problems. He solves humor problems. He solves companion problems. Like, as far as just like he's a brother. He solves a problem. Everyone in my life solves a problem. The girls I've dated have solved companion problems and love and emotional problems, and some problems that they shouldn't have been solving, or may have been causing problems. But that's life. That's life. But moving forward, because that's what I want to get to as far as solution-oriented dating. And, there must be purpose. There must be meaning. As far as when I date, when I pursue someone, it's towards marriage. I still believe in marriage. I'm currently researching marriage. Like, I'm doing my own research as far as the basic principles, the biblical version of how God intended for me to seek another person, another woman, and to bring her into my life, and we travel together. I'm not even going to get into what I value in a woman and what I'm looking for and all that. That's a separate video. But there has to be value. My Olivia Pope, she out there. Not the cheating version either. The ambitious, the traveling on her path, the confidence exuding. Just I love a passionate woman. I love an ambitious woman that takes what she wants, doesn't need me, but she would like me in her life. She would like for me to be a part of her world, and her, and we interact. But we're both on a path. We're both building something. We're both not just reacting to the world around us, but we're inserting our difference into the world, and we're causing something to be better. We're building something. We're leaving something to our children. My son will not have to, bag nothing. I mean, I understand the principle behind working a job, but I want my son to be able to walk into my own company. I want my son to look up to his pops and say, he built this, and have an opportunity to possibly run what I'm doing. That's a whole nother separate video. My point is, relationships can be distractions if there's no value in it, if there's no meaning. If we're just doing it just because we're bored, if we're just doing it because we have nothing better to do, oh, the sex is good, so I guess I'll stay. No. There has to be meaning. There has to be purpose when you bring another person onto your path, or you guys are traveling on your own separate paths together. There must be value in it. If I asked you to list a laundry list of things of why you're dating her, would it just be because she's bad? She's beautiful? She can sing? Or does she uplift you? Does she compliment you on your journey? Does she help guide you? Does she correct you when you're wrong? Does he tell you that dress is too short? Does he tell you, that you're beautiful without that? Does he compliment you as far as when we go through life, we help each other? Does he tear you down every 2 sentences? Does he tell you about yourself? Does he demean you? Does he lower your self-esteem? These are questions you should be asking when you're bringing another person into your world. It should be a serious conversation. Loneliness is going to happen, but keep traveling because you're going to run into somebody else. Loneliness is a part of life. We go through times where we are lonely, and that tells us that, this is a time for me to build. This is time for me to focus on myself and, give my energy to myself and build something that I can live off of and build myself up, build my mind up, grow who I am. But if you run into somebody else, be sure that there's value there. Be sure that it's not just a sham. Just we're doing this because we got nothing better to do. Same thing goes for hobbies. There needs to be value in it. Yes, you may enjoy it, but there has to be more than that. This gives me energy. This gives me life. This brings out my creativity. This makes my mind just explode with imagination, and I can be so creative. I can be myself when I'm doing this project. There has to be meaning.